I was scared shitless. Like, and you only get one take. My other videos, you know, I can film it as many times as I want. When you come up to your grandmother, like, you get one time. Like, you get one chance. And you just, coming out is like throwing up. And you start to sweat, you can like feel it in your stomach. And I'm like laying on the couch with the camera going. I call my 89-year-old grandmother who has like Alzheimer's and dementia. Like, she's not even gonna like know what being gay is. And I had this like script in my mind of exactly what I wanted to say to her, none of which I like started on my script as I was like talking to her. I'm like, so grandma, and I'm like kind of just saying what I want, and then it just all just comes out. It's just like, blah, 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 blah. I'm kidding, as you'll see. And I thought when I sent this clip in, I was like, they're totally never going to use this. Like, this is like, I'm like snotting, I'm like crying at one point. Also, spoiler alert, they did end up putting this in the movie. And there is a funny part in the video where as soon as I say that I'm gay to my grandmother, my dog's like, peace the fuck out. She's like, I'm done. She jumps right on the couch. And when they actually premiered the film, everyone was like laughing in it. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, funny. Homophobic dog. Okay, so anyway, here I'll play it. No wrong. Hi, Grandma. It's David. How are you? I'm good. I'm still in New York. Yeah, I'm in New York. It's been really hot here, but I'm having fun. Anyway, I wanted to call you because you know my friend Nick that you've met a lot. Yeah, I know he's a very nice boy. Well, I wanted to tell you that he's not just my friend. He's my boyfriend. And I've been saying it for a while, but I wasn't really sure how you would react, so I was a little nervous to tell you. I love you too. Yeah. I love you too, and I'm hoping that maybe you can love Nick too, because he's really important to me, and so I'm hoping he can be really, really important to you too. Yeah. Well, that means a lot to me. Yeah. Thank you. And yeah, I love you too. I do. Yeah. Yeah, my parents know. Yes. Well, Grandma, they call it being gay now. You know, yes, it's not a disease. Well, yes, it means a lot to me to hear you say that. So thank you, and I love you. Okay, I'll call you again soon. All right. Okay. All right. I love you too. All right. Bye. Okay. So, not only did they put that clip in Life in a Day, which is a 90-minute film, they kept the whole 2 minutes of it, which I didn't know. And so I went to the premiere of it at Sundance, and then in London and in New York, and I was completely surprised that the whole thing was in there. And gay people responded to it. Of course, we relate to it, as some of you gays out there might know. Like, okay, yeah, like I remember when I did that. But the interesting thing was, the people who responded the most to the clip were straight people. And they were like, I think what it is, it shows the vulnerability of the moment when you come out. Because it's like, you put it all out there. My 89-year-old grandmother, who I've known my entire life, could say something really nasty to me. You know, she could tell me that I'm going to go to hell, and that happens. And that's why it's so scary. And so I think what that clip shows is how important it is. A lot of people say, well, when someone comes out to me, I don't know how to respond. I don't know what words to use. I don't know if I have the right language. I don't want to offend them. My 89-year-old grandmother got it right. I love you. That's what she said to me. And that's what I need to hear. 89, dementia, Alzheimer's, whatever. She knew this is what I need to tell my grandson. I love you. Nothing's changed. So anyway, so that was that clip.
And I was really, if you haven't seen Life in a Day, you should watch it, because it's a great film. So my coming out story to my mom is probably fairly ordinary, and a lot of you can probably relate to this. I was 17, which now is like old, because there's like fetuses coming out to their parents, like 7 years old, 8 years old coming out. And I was 17, and the thing about coming out is, it's, especially to your parents, you can't find that word, I'm gay. Like, gay is not in your vocabulary. And your mouth just gets dry as you try to say it, and it's just like, it's so hard. So I sat down with my mom on the couch, I put my head in her lap, and she put her hand across my chest, and she said, "What do you have to tell me?" And I was like, "What? Like, how do you know I have something to tell you?" And she's like, "Your heart is racing." She's like, "What is it that you want to tell me?" And I was like, oh my God. And I was like trying to like mouth it, it's like not coming out. I'm like, let's play 20 questions. So, you know, you do what you can, right? So we start the 20 questions, and 20 questions becomes 40 questions. And it's like, it's not going anywhere. It's like, all right. Like, so finally she's like, is there something that you stole? Is there something that you shouldn't have seen that you saw? Is it blah, blah, blah? She's going through every sin she can think of. And so finally she says to me, is there a girl that you like? And I kind of like paused a little bit. I was like, well, no. And then she goes, is there a boy that you like? And neither of us said anything. And it was just this like pregnant pause of knowing, okay, this is like that's it. Like that's what it is. And then so we did the like obligatory cry, ugly cry. The first thing, as I said in the other video, things not to ask the gay guy, the first thing my mother said to me was, well, I don't want you to die of AIDS. And my mom remembers this experience totally differently, by the way. She remembers it as being this like great P-flag mom. She would put on her little rainbow button. And like, yes, I'm so proud of you. She told me she didn't want me to get AIDS. And then she sent me to a priest. So, her 17, well, anyway. So that's how she responded. And, you know, and it's been a while since then, and I think the important thing to remember is that if it took me 17 years to become that comfortable enough with it that I could tell another person, then I can give her a few years too. And she has come around. She's gotten a lot better. So that's my coming out story. And I guess the whole point of the whole thing was that it's not something that you just do once. Coming out to your mom is something you do once, but coming out is an ongoing thing. And I had mentioned before about like when you hold a guy's hand on the street, you're coming out to them as gay, you guys are boyfriends. People always ask me when I'm with, I don't have a boyfriend now, by the way. But when I often do, they say to me, oh, are you guys brothers? And I don't think it's because I'm like that narcissistic that I'm trying to date someone that looks like me. But it's like, why are you even asking that? Like, are you putting together my family tree? Like, are you writing a fucking book? Like, you know, like, what is it? Like, I don't know you, and why does it matter if this is my brother or not? And so I used to at first just be like, oh, no, not really. And then like, by the end of it, I really would enjoy it. Like, if someone says that your brother, I'd be like, oh, no, we fuck. We totally fuck. And then they feel really awkward about it, and then they're just like, oh, my God. You better believe it's the last time to ask that question. I actually have a video called Brothers or Gay Boyfriends. Let's take a look. Hey, what buddies? So I'm sick and tired of when I'm dating someone. I don't know if you've had this experience, but people come up to you and they're like, oh, are you guys brothers? It's like, what, just because we're gay, we somehow all look alike? That's gayist. And then like, all you have to say is, we're not brothers, we're boyfriends. We suck each other's dicks. We fuck. And I eat these babies, and you know what? They taste good. The same height, similar haircuts, have the same eye color, the same build. We kind of do look like brothers. Like, what the hell is that all about? And I know I'm not the only one, because I hear the is that your brother thing all the time. Is it because we're like secretly so narcissistic that we're actually trying to date a carbon copy of ourselves? Or maybe it's like the same reason that people start to look like their dogs. They are brothers. Hello, Peter's twins, thank you, belly at me. Or maybe it's like we don't start by looking alike, but through some kind of gay osmosis, we slowly melt together. Maybe it happens something like this. Ooh, honey, these shorts are cute. Why don't you get them for yourself in yellow? Honey, maybe we should skip the gym and have some more of that cheesecake. Honey, I can't find my pants. Can I borrow yours? And before you know it, you're shopping at the same store, so you have the same clothes, and you go to the same barber, have the same haircut, and the same exercise habits. Maybe it's like the gay guy equivalent of how when women are together, their periods often sometimes. Maybe it's this sort of like natural connectedness that time with the person you love. But wait, I just happen to have a like gay couple handy, so why don't we ask them what they think the answer is? So I'm here with Patrick and Ashton, and they're a gay couple that kind of looks like brothers. In fact, I think the first thing we need to do to prove that you guys aren't actually related is that you kiss. That's like how I kiss my grandma. So, do you guys think that you look like brothers? Do you get that a lot? Do people say that?
We probably get it about once a day.
Sometimes they even ask if we're twins.
Why do you think you guys look like?
I personally don't think about it.
I think it just has to do with spending so much time together that you kind of become the same person.
Don't you think that for straight people, like, they probably also end up looking alike because they're male and female, that you don't notice it as much, like, that it's just exaggerated because you guys are both guys, and so it's like a lot more apparent that you, in fact, are wearing the same fucking shirt right now. So there you have it, and I know that, of course, not all gay couples look alike. I mean, a lot of them do, but I would love to hear what you think. Why do you think the gay couples look alike? Let me know in the comments below. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Peace out. So you guys have the same shirts, the same pants, same belts. Is everything the same? That's gayist. Oh, I think the word's actually homophobic. I like gayist better. It sounds like something I would like grow in your mouth. I can't suck your dick tonight because I have a gayist. I'm never gonna get invited back, right? So, since tomorrow is National Coming Out Day, I would love to hear some of your coming out tips. Some of your tips for like the do's and don'ts of coming out of the closet. So, you can kind of raise your hand. Yes, sir.
Do not comment a text message while you're at school.
Yes. That would be good. Yes.
Don't do it like a bag wedding.
Good. Don't do it at a drive-to wedding. Yes, that's good advice.
Here, we have a microphone.
What's it?
We have a microphone, so.
Oh, you think microphones. I thought you had an answer. Okay.
Don't do it at a dry wedding in the South.
Oh.
I didn't mean to touch you, but
Thank you.
Oh, well, I created I created a safety net before I came out, so like I told close friends before I told my family.
That's actually a great piece of advice. Yeah, I think that's like before you come out to your parents, in case the shit does hit the fan, like you can have a group of your friends that do know, and so you can kind of lean on them for support if you need it. Yes, any others? I see Mike's moving. No. Yes. It's like
Find out which family member you are most connected with and that you trust the most and talk to them first.
okay.
don't wait until you're in a war zone to come out to the first person in your life.
Literally?
Yeah, literally. It was like, I was 16 and I was in Israel, and it was like for this kind of a broad study program, and like we got stuck in northern Israel, and like it was 2006, so Hezbollah bombed and we went into hiding. And then when we were off in like this hostel, it was so funny. I was more worried about like crushing my friend's dreams because I thought she had a crush on me. And I was like so nervous, but it's just like you're freaking out and it's dangerous, and it's like, so I kind of got like pushed out the door, like if I'm not going to tell anyone, I might as well tell this person. And it's like, I don't know if that didn't happen. I don't know how much longer I would have been in the closet. Probably until college, actually, or past that.
So the moral of the story is don't come out during a war zone.
Don't come out a lot earlier. Don't wait until a life or death situation. It's completely unnecessary.
And maybe one more? Does anyone have? Right in the middle there.
Don't be pressured to do it. Do it when you're ready to do it.
Right.
If you're pressured to doing it and then come out, something like, it just wouldn't be right. It wouldn't end up right. Things might turn on you.
Yeah, and that happens a lot where like one boyfriend will pressure the other one to come out, and you really have to kind of do it when the time is right for you, and you know when the time is right. I, believe it or not, did do a video on coming